my game really messed up. Is that, you know, these free boxes that you see, you've got Christmas tree, the turkeys, and the elf, whatever. None of them got like two of them.
It was just another bad exclusive issue with Warzone. I was about to say, where the fuck did you buy your PlayStation? Talking about kick cars earlier, it sounds like someone's got an Atari ST and just had a PS4 cover on it. They are bad. Why don't any of my shit work properly? But Pac-Man seems to work alright. Double Dragons on it.
I'm getting my daughter one of them little
Streets
mini
of Rage
arcades.
wasn't on the fucking Atari ST. It didn't exist back when. It might have done actually, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't on it.
Yeah, got my daughter a little mini arcade thing with all them games on it. All the retro. Back to the roots.
Well, no, proper little mini arcade.
It's like, yeah, them tiny little ones with the thumb size ones.
Game
you know.
Boy.
Nah, they look like arcade machines, but they're 300mm tall.
Just a tease then.
Yeah, so it's got
when you're old enough, you can buy a real one.
It's got like, 35, 45 games built into it from like all the originals.
You can't see it. It's not because the screen's only 5 mil wide.
I'm sure it'll be big enough to have a bubble one. It's the desktop thing. Oh, she saw it, she wanted it. Got a better one of it.
I mean, the entire thing is only 3.5 centimetres tall. I mean, it can't be. The screen's going to have to be 3.
No, it's 30. The whole thing.
I thought you said 35 mil.
Nah, 300mm. Maybe less than that, 200mm. But either way, it'll have like 40. Yeah, nah. It's a desktop mini arcade machine. It's quite common. Yeah, and you can get like 100 games in them for like 25 quid or whatever. And it's got like a little screen on, and it's got a little joystick and 2 buttons, and you can play all of them. No, Google it, mini desktop arcade.
I bought that Mega Drive collection thing.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Well, you can play it in VR, so it's quite cool. It's in VR on PlayStation. Well, if you've got it, it's a free update. Put your VR on, and it puts you in this little kid's world. It's the same room, the same telly and stuff, but now you're in VR.
I need to have a little Google and see what the fuck's changed to VR on the PlayStation in the last year. I've not checked it out at all.
Yeah, if you own that Mega Drive, it's VR. I haven't tried them. Don't really have a dog in the race on that one.
I want to play because I play PUBG.
What's that? We're going into the old school Vanguard with aeroplanes? Oh yeah, fucking nice. Yeah, no, I don't know. You get the same points either way. Yeah, I want to get in the plane.
Quit your jibber jabber, fool.
I'm going there.
I don't know why the fuck we were playing that first one. I'm not eating this hamburger. I'm having yours.
Yeah, I played a bit of the planes last night before I dozed off. I was loving it. There were like 6 planes, no one was getting them. I landed at the wrong airport. Some cunt blew up the plane.
I haven't even done the update yet.
Well, do it while we play, Ram. You're going to watch this. You're going to like this. I'm going to sing this.
Nah, piss yourself.
Can I just go to the toilet and shit? Do you mean can I go to the toilet and shit, or yeah? Because there's many connotations of that phrase.
Well, North that record is well played, you know. I've never played that. Or all the air conflict. Yeah, any of the air conflict. Like, they should have made it straight up like Bird Steel. It was a sim game as good as it could get on a PS controller. You had trim, all that shit.
I say I've been watching videos of this Simple Planes that's just come out on the Oculus. This looks brilliant. It's a proper realistic-ish flight sim, but it's just got hundreds of different types of planes. Like there's so many planes. You can just pick them, do whatever you want. Dogfights, fucking flying around. Looks really cool.
It's in the proper simulator though, that like you actually have to fly face to face, and it takes you like the real amount of time.
What, on the PC? There's a few.
Yeah.
There's a few. Yeah, you've got X-Plane 11, and you've got obviously that Windows or Microsoft Flight Sim. But I mean, truth be told, mate, I don't think my computer could handle those in VR. Not to any decent level. I mean, even the latest graphics card, the 3080 or 3090, can't run Windows Flight Simulator at maximum detail.
No,
you know, at a decent frame rate. It's still dropping below 60. So even that in VR is going to struggle. And my card's good, but it ain't that good. No, I don't think so. I mean, looking at it, it looks fucking incredible. I mean, the other downside of these games is that something like X-Plane and something like Microsoft Flight Sim, as best I'm aware, and I've watched a lot of videos on them because I'm interested in them. But you basically need to fly one of those planes. You basically need to know how to fly a plane in real life. And we're talking like 747s and shit. I mean, and that's. I'm not normally put off of games by a steep learning curve, but guys, I've never flown a real plane. As much as I love flight sims, you've seen me playing like Ace Combat and fucking Squadrons and stuff. I adore flight sims, but not to that level.
The best one is DCS World.
Yeah, that I could probably about. Yeah.
And it's full sim, and you got helicopters now. And it's full sim. I mean, you gotta.
Did you play that when you had your HTC?
I had DCS.
Oh mate, I'm surprised that you got rid of it. I thought you'd still be fucking addicted to that. I'll tell you what I'm really enjoying, and it's a flying game. I don't know if you boys are familiar with it, but there's a game called Elite Dangerous. It's a space game. It's recreated the entire Milky Way galaxy. It's got 400 billion stars. So basically, you're never going to lifetime. It'll take like 20 lifetimes. So I've had that since launch, and that's VR. And it's been when I got the PC VR, that was the game I always wanted to get PC VR for. And I actually had the PC VR for like 6 months before I actually put it on. I started playing it about 4 weeks ago on VR, and it's amazing. That is incredible. Runs beautifully. I can run it at like full fat 4K, and oh my god, it's incredible. Flying around here. I mean, honestly, mate, just listen to the fucking audio. The graphics are incredible. I mean, not like anything you've ever seen in VR. Well, nothing you've ever played in VR has. You've got PlayStation, but I'm saying for me, it's at a whole fucking other level. And I mean, you can go. I've gone to our solar system, like flown around fucking Saturn and Venus and fucking Mars and shit, gone around Jupiter, landed on Jupiter's moons, got into my fucking buggy and driven around on it. There's all kinds of shit you can do as well as combat and everything else and all kinds of shit. But yeah, it's amazing in VR. It's incredible. And it is a really in-depth sim. I mean, really in-depth. I mean, I'm talking about basic, but it's not an arcadey game. It's the sort of thing it would really appeal to you, Doc, in terms of the way that it controls like, you know, that you like to be able to fly away and stuff like that. You'd like it. Really dangerous. Well, with good reason, mate. I tell you, it's amazing. Okay. Oh, okay. Which it didn't do.
And I was like, how did you fucking miss it?
I don't know. See, I'm the opposite. I love walking in space. I find I'm fascinated by it. Style of game and a very different pace of game, very different style. Well, yeah, a very different type of game. I mean, that's a first-person shooter on foot. Nice. Yeah. I'll tell you what I've been looking at, Doc, actually. You may even have played it. And that's VTOL VR. That's really well rated. It's a bit more simplistic. Well, graphically it's a bit more simplistic than DCS. But it's the same sort of thing, you know. All motion controls, hand controls. You have to flip all your switches and do everything. It actually looks really cool. Yeah. But apparently it's a tiny bit simpler than DCS in the sense that they likened it, like the reviews I watched, likened it to something that might take a pilot 6 weeks to learn, you know, six days sort of thing. It's like that sort of thing. But it's still you can't just jump in and go, right, I'm off for a flight. You're just going to nosedive the fuck into the runway and never start off in the first place or all manner of things that doesn't work out well. But that one, I'm thinking a little bit less of a learning curve, a bit more simplistic.
Yeah.
I mean, I have very basic understanding. I enjoy flying stuff, and I've got a good feel for flying games. But you know, I understand. You know, you're control your, you know, that type of thing. I understand how to utilise flaps, altitude, and all that sort of stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on in some. I mean, let's say X-Plane 11. I watch people flying those Boeings and stuff. It's just like a cockpit with a million fucking switches on it. You know, so something like that is. How long did it take you to actually be able to sort of? Yeah, how long did it take you to actually be able to take off and fly around in a fucking Boeing 747 on that? I don't mean just.
The aeroplane got
How long was it before you were actually able to take off in it?
You got pouted.
I mean, because you've got to input all the fucking destination and stuff on the computer and all sorts, haven't you? You set your flight plan and your flight path.
That's the one I was on about. And there's people that play the aircraft control tower, and that's their job. Yeah, you got ATC on there, and they're like, give your call sign, and you got to come in for a land.
Oh no, see that, particularly in VR, I think could actually be really exhilarating. I mean, not like kind of
Krampus is near. Kill that. Go
awesome
follow that noise.
Done well, and it was, and they are done well.
That monster guy. There. Can you hear the monster guy? No, not. There. Find the monster. Kill him.
That would be a fucking fun.
Just go to the top like this, yeah? So you tap the top,
yeah, you want to turn right, there's definitely not a plane coming.
Yeah.
Die Hard 2 style. I've got you. I've got you.
And then tap it till it says copy.
There's no way Jay would be able to be air. You could not be ATC in that game. There's no way. No, I probably wouldn't get the map behind it and all that.
I don't think there's ever been a Brummy fucking air traffic controller anyway.
There's been a Brummy world champion F1 driver.
Yeah, but he wasn't giving people directions.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do all that graph shit and that would have to work out. I'll be able to think of different heights. Like, a couple of feet. I'm going to say flashback playing. God almighty, that game is funny as hell. But hard.
Yeah. The other thing I really like actually on the PC VR side is the driving games. Like some of the driving games are great. Project Cars is really good in VR.
Yeah, well, I guess we should be real. Microsoft Flight Simulator is not a game; it's a simulator.
It is, isn't it? I mean, it's got the real weather that's going on in that place at that time. Like the whole thing, they did something special with the way that they scanned the ground, so it is lit. It's not just photorealistic; it basically is a 3D photo. But again, it's so power hungry on your graphics card. If you want to run that thing at any level of detail.
Have you seen the truck simulator?
I'm familiar with it. I've not really watched anyone trucking. That I would find probably a bit dull. Although I don't know, who knows? I think a lot of people play it because it's just relaxing and they're just driving for hours delivering wood or whatever. I can actually see how that could be a fairly kind of relaxing part experience. But it's not something I've ever kind of think, oh yeah, I can really do some trucking today. That really. How do I want to spend my day off? Oh, I'm going to deliver some timber.
I was like, I can tell I just blew this fucker's mind. He's like, he didn't even know what the fuck.
Aliens got them.
I do. You want to hear the story? Because I actually do know it. I've studied this shit for years.
I always thought it was well struck.
I would.
What happened?
All right, here's what happened, right? This was pilot. This was, couple weeks ago. Yeah. And, well, the one was well decorated veteran, 6,500 hours.
Yeah.
Jay's had more hours than that on the big boys. Jay's had far more hours than that on the big boys. Those are rookie numbers right there. that's a Friday night for him. No, he's saying the old guy.
Really don't know why he did it. So like whether he had some financial problem, what was 185.
Some people though, when they go, they just refuse to go alone, or they just don't care. It's an indifferent kind of lad. Just the ultimate pissed off narcissist. Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, absolutely fucking disgusting. Load of corpses flying through the air.
Well, for a start, you got to be a pilot. So you got to get a little bit further yet, mate. Well, if you listen to all the most nutty people in society, they'll tell you Marilyn Manson made them do it, or GTA.
Well, now that's interesting. Because see, what I think is, with a child, I can understand their trouble. Because children are inherently selfish.
And they're also inherently cruel. So, I mean, you know, these people have normally been picked onto high heaven. They're ostracised by people. They just hate everyone around them. As far as they're concerned, everyone around them hates them.
But a 50-some-year-old man that's accomplished why would he be so selfish? You know what I mean? How you got to that point?
Well, I mean, you know, there are factors. He is accomplished from the start. He's successful, made a lot of money, and has done quite well. Yeah, but that's the problem. That's the thing. I don't even believe it's necessarily malicious. It's just indifference. They've decided they're going to go, and you know, if you happen to be in the blast zone, then you're going to be collateral. Because I don't give a. Talk about at that point is them, how they're feeling. I guess if they're that low that they're going to kill themselves, they've just decided. But there are people out there who will.
Oh, they want to be down in listening talks, don't they?
I don't think he was. Oh, well, there you go. now the penny drops. Oh, well. I mean, technically, most of them fly themselves. Yeah. They can take off a land by themselves. To be honest, these days, most planes.
And he might not even have been alive when the plane crashed.
Probably, yeah. I mean, well, it depends. Yeah, but he could quite easily have just set it to autopilot and let it keep going until it run out of fucking juice. You know, dick
I read
move,
a story about some bird.
But if you're going to be someone who's if you're someone who's prepared to take the plane of people with you, I guess you could probably say, flipping it, is that you're quite lucky you didn't decide to fucking fly into the side of a building. Because if you don't care about 300 people, why would you care about 3,000? So it's probably fortunate, but he aimed at the Indian Ocean and fucked off that way.
That point you just made right there, that's why the whole him trying to cover up
Doc, I'm checking out. You know, I've been talking about. Like I said, oh, it's got loads of planes. I'm say hundreds. I'm looking along the side. Over 100,000 airplanes are available for flight. World War bombers to next generation fighters and spacecraft.
I heard an electrical bolt hit a plane and some bird went flying out the other plane in her chair. 300 people died and then she survived in the Amazon rainforest and then walked miles of like 9 days down a river and then got found by these village people or whatever with maggots in her flesh and parasites. Right, with maggots and fucking parasites and flies with eggs in their skin, like just fucked up from Germany. She's in a daze.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the same person, but I heard about a bird who fell about that kind of distance out of a plane. Her parachute, when she opened it, kind of wrapped around her. Something went wrong, and it ended up almost like cocooning her. So she basically fell cocooned in this parachute.
No, this girl was the stewardess on the passenger flight.
Oh, okay.
With no parachute.
Well, I say, well, this bird's parachute may as well have not been a parachute. In fact, it probably did more harm than good. But this was over arid ground as well. It wasn't, I want to say desert, but not far off. And yeah, she hit the ground, got up with bumps and bruises, and walked away. One in a fuck knows how big a number chance of surviving that.
Yeah, but that woman, that Russian one, who went back to work for this whole company and that.
Well, she probably decided she was immortal. I mean, just certain, you people fucking trip on a curb, hit their head, and it's like, oh no, they hit their head hard and they're dead. Someone falls 30,000 foot, gets up again. It's like, well, that's it. I'm God.
Right, I got it here. You got to check this.
I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I'd want to be grounded for life. Yeah. Want to go on holiday?
Yeah, check this bird. She said she was sitting in her window, yeah, back seat, and then she saw a bolt of lightning hit the plane and she woke up in the Amazon rainforest. And then everyone died on the plane. It was only meant to take an hour.
The next thing I knew, I was no longer inside the cabin to record. I hadn't left the plane. The plane had left me.
Yeah, she flew 2 miles.
50 years later, she still runs Pangania research station, founded by her parents in Peru.
The aircraft broke apart, separating her from everyone on board.
Let me know when y'all gonna pick first one. I'll jump in with you. Alright. Well, we're doing it right now. Yeah. I finally got all through cramming.
Look, she's landed in her 3-seat bench. Spiked into a maple tree.
I'm really quite tempted by this game. It's only a tenner, I might have to grab it.
Yeah, my only problem with all of them was I need to spend a lot of money on the controller.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't have a flight stick.
I hate trying to play it on
But this game, it's not flight stick. It's motion controllers. So you're actually using your hands to hold like stuff in the cockpit in real life. So that avoids the need for a flight stick because you're actually grabbing the stick in the cockpit with your VR hand and then moving it around. Just like Ultra Wings. I've got Ultra Wings. That's a lot of fun.
I don't know. I think like Air Conflict, didn't care for them. Love Birds of Steel and Burning Off or whatever it's called, Version Off. B2. That was a good one. Probably the best flight sims on console ever. Fucking ever.
Well, that's one thing that consoles have never really had a lot of, isn't it? Is things like flight sims, not proper flight sims. I mean, you couldn't really do it on a console. It does look good.
She says the stingless bees clump to her face. Swarms of mosquitoes attacking her. Riverbed stingrays. 8-foot speckled caimans.
What the heck are you talking about? 8-foot speckled caimans. What's
that
going on?
bird that fell out the plane in her chair landed in the
What, they're
Amazon.
attacking her in midair while she drops?
Nah, so she
Oh,
walked.
fucking
She
hell!
walked.
Shit, this is 8-foot speckled something or other.
She walked
Cayman.
the jungle for like 9 days and got out.
I mean, you know, that's the luckiest person I've ever heard about. Drop 30,000 foot out of a plane, somehow miraculously survive, and suddenly you have to get through fucking Jungle Book to get home. You're not getting attacked by all manner of fucking shit. You just be like, for fuck's sake, I'm just gonna sit here in this fucking field and wait for the locusts to arrive.
Nortec is still online. What's going on? Hey, what'd you do? You just went through all this stuff and
Parasitic wasps.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
It's named the deadliest lightning strike disaster in aviation history. That woman that nobody no, you know that woman that fell out the plane. She had stingless bees come to her face.
I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but I mean that's just so fucking unlucky, isn't it?
You should read it. It's just true.
It's like landing in a crocodile's mouth.
I think it was 547, and then I had another one of 5573. Right, close Vanguard down. Yeah. Then we went.
Are you contagious, Jay?
No, but you told me to go into the Vanguard server, and then I went into the Vanguard, and then started Warzone from Vanguard. You know, you come up with 4 screens.
That was some serious thinking outside of the box shit there.
No, to go back, I tried it 6 or 7 times though, and then like you told me to try it again, tried it again, and it fucking worked.
That's because I told you to do it.
It might be Chinese, listen. We like stuff.
Well,
Lucky number.
see, 780 strikes again. The advice that just keeps on giving. Gonorrhea's got nothing on me.
You downloading it still?
No. I haven't moved in like 3 hours. I'm sat here drinking tea, smoking weed, and chatting with you lot, watching this flight sim, various videos of. I do this before I buy games. I always sort of like check them out.
Yeah. Must admit, I wish I had done that with that Bravo.
Yeah, see.
Oh,
I bet you still haven't learned though. I bet you'll still buy shit without actually checking it out.
no, never again. love that game. Absolutely. Got about that fucking Bravo thing.
Yeah, I never played that, but I didn't hear good things about it.
Oh, no, well, got the aim control, and I thought, oh, better get that.
Yeah, I looked at it. I did look at it because, again, yeah, aim controller. There's not much stuff for the aim, is there? So you sort of check out all of the aim controller stuff, but yeah, it didn't look very good, and the reviews didn't say good things.
I had Farpoint before it, and I thought, wow, Farpoint.
Farpoint was fun. It was all right. If you like every possible shade of brown.
What, like Cold War with blues or white?
It was all right though. It was I liked the way the gunplay and stuff worked in it. And it did actually look quite good for a PSVR game.
I think it's so much more, but because I've only got standard PlayStation,
Well, it does, but I mean, when I first got the VR, I had a standard PlayStation myself, and I played a lot of these games in the standard, and I was still blown away by them. But the problem was, there were only. It wasn't until I kind of that one broke, and I ended up buying another one about 6 months later. And at that point, I bought the the 4K telly. So I got my PS4 Pro to make the most of it. And yeah, it did. Some of those games, the ones that have been optimized, it did improve quite a bit. It makes them a lot sharper, a lot clearer. You know, sometimes more details. Things like Dirt Rally, for example, it had things like more details with the rain effects and shit like that, and all kinds of stuff. But the main game for me for fucking ages, which is what I met these guys on, was what's it called? Firewall. Compared to the stuff that I'm playing in VR now on the PC, it looks like garbage, but I still maintain that Firewall's a brilliant game.
That Skyrim, I got that and the VR, and I put it on, and I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I had that on the PS4 Pro, and it was optimised, but it was terrible. I've got that on the PC, and I've got it maxed out, and I'm running it 400% fucking graphical, like super sharply. Bearing in mind that the Quest as standard is 4K, so I'm running it at it's a 4K in headset, and then I'm running it 400% super sampled on top of that. And it's a heck of a fucking difference, mate. It looks a lot different. And with all the details at max, you've got all your trees and everything else, and I've got all the mods available. I have not used these mods on it. I think that would be pushing it a little. But yeah. Well, and a team that actually focused on fixing some of the issues rather than just pumping out monthly fucking updates. Oh, here's another battle pass for you, and every few months we pop out a new map and a new character. There were so many things they needed to fix, not just the.
Well, I mean, eventually that's where it would have got.
Well, Population 1 looks a really good VR version of fucking Battle Royale, and like it looks like kind of that kind of situation. It's not quite as big. The map's only about 20 square miles, but it looks really, really cool. You got a window switch, so.
Well, that was shit. I want that play fast like this does. I mean, nothing that's good.
there's a few like that, contractors, and I think no, Onward's more of a military sim. Contractors is probably the closest to Call of Duty in VR, on PC at least. And if it's just the whole respawn to come back, and you've got also large numbers, that's more like. Not only have I got the option, but I've got Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PC as well. So I could download the VR. I don't know. I've watched a couple of the VR games a couple of years back. They've been out for a while, and I think that they have implemented hand controls. You can use the hand controls so that you can actually, interact that way. I never actually finished it. Yeah, I mean it's actually a very modded game still. You can actually make it look really, really nice. And to be honest, it doesn't look bad anyway. If you're running it on on ultra settings on a PC, it does push it a long way past what the PS4 version does. Because I had it on the PS4, and then I got it on the PC on sale.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, unless it's like a story-driven game like Resident Evil, I don't really give too much shit like that.
I like nice graphics, but by the same token, I mean I've been playing. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I've been playing VR games for about 4 years now, and VR games by their nature are about a generation behind on graphics anyway. Realistically, they can look great, they can be stylized well. So my graphics snobbery has slipped down a peg because I accept that they're not going to look good. I like the better they look, the better. I'd rather a nice looking game than an ugly one. But it won't necessarily be a deal breaker for me. I really enjoy Super Hot. It's like you can't still Super Hot, a graphically intensive game. Oh, well, you have to fucking pawn your bloody VR every month. How are you going to buy a PC and fucking get yourself a PC headset? You'd have to fucking sell one of your kidneys. Probably have to sell both your fucking kidneys. Like, I don't think there'd be much left of you by the time you were done. Yes, set of eyeballs on crutches. Oh, that film? Yeah, we've all seen that film. Everyone's seen that film, bad. No. Right. I'll look that one up then. That's what I was talking about with that fucking bright place. I'll take 50% of your telly.
Bright ass.
You don't want to pay for that. You don't want to pay for that liver we gave you? No problem. Sit still. Battlestar Galactica. Don't think I've seen that. I've not seen that. Sounds dark. Yeah. I watched Beef the other day on Netflix, that V for Vendetta, and that's eerily accurate in some ways. There's a lot of symmetry to be found there.
Well, I'm glad that there's still fucking woke people in the world that are still standing up for their rights and not bending over forwards for the government to shaft them a little bit more.
What have you seen about Germany?
Yeah.
You know they've got these big rules now saying that you have to be vaccinated if you want to go food shopping and stuff. Well, 10,000 tractors was like
Nazi.
fucking black cars, 10,000 tractors. Where the fuck did they get them all from? How many farmers?
About 10,000, probably.
They closed fair play to their standing up.
Get up, stand up.
If we had tried that about 70 years ago, it might have worked a bit quicker. No one thought to roll into Berlin with tractors. Fuck, we're not prepared for this. The Russians could have saved themselves a fortune. That's exactly what I was saying earlier. You know, there is a point that you can push people to, but they just don't know. So
Enough is enough.
yeah.
9 Hitler.
Oh, that thing. Hello, hello. Yeah, hello, hello. That's the thing I was mentioning earlier about, like, the guy with the little tank. No, that was the hot one. He was fucking everything, wasn't he? If this fat fucking overweight, bearded bullfrog, all these fucking every chick that met him, he was like fucking James Bond, just fucking his way through the whole of the French resistance. He had German officers, and his missus, his wife was the roughest fucking sort you've ever seen in your life. She's about 120.
Finding his way for the resistance.
Something I haven't done with you in 65 fucking years. Have you seen a mirror? I like the British spy who was always trying to speak French. This just had the worst fucking French accent ever. Like, no, it is me. I'm in disguise. Like, yeah. Yeah, we figured it out. I'll not be allowed to die there. I never did understand why Renee got so much poontang. I don't know how he did it. Like, it was even more of a mystery to me than Roger Moore as fucking James Bond. He looked like he was about 5 years away from a hip operation. I never understood what chicks going after him either. Wasn't my favourite Bond, though. That was more because he was a product of his times. My favourite Bond was definitely fucking yeah. But he looked the part. I liked his movies. I mean, Goldeneye is still my favourite Bond movie. So. Oh, me too. I mean, Sean Connery was awesome. He does some brilliant movies.
Behind you.
I'll slap a bitch.
I got a bit happy with that Crisco.
That was good.
He did some amazing movies over the years. Like fucking Rock. It's a good film.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I'm only borrowing your Humvee.
What did he do there?
Really? Did he? Which one was that?
Yeah. Moonraker, I think. What was the last time on?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I know the first one was Doctor No.
He was a bad man. Highlander.
Connery, you twat.
Fucking Jade Goody.
What the fuck?
Alright, did I tell you I had to call an ambulance on my client?
Never say never again.
My client collapsed outside the door.
In your case, Bad, you should never talk about Sean Connery again. I can't believe you just asked Sean Connery's fucking surname. I know he says some bonkers shit over the years, but that is just actually unbelievable to me.
Connery had a Connery. Yeah, so like, I'm doing the wallpaper and I just say, Chris! And I've opened the door and then the granny's laying down in the hallway.
You really are making a career move out of this whole nursing home gig, aren't you?
So I...
You should get Bad to introduce you to a few of his ex-girlfriends.
So she
I'm sure they all need some wallpapering
She went, oh, can you get... She said, can you get me up?
Jay's got a black book full of old girls.
Right, she said, can you get me up? Yeah, I thought she was playing the old grab the titty tricky, yeah? So I was like, trying really carefully. I'm not, she's been trying it on, yeah? Because I said that, oh, I'm laying the paper today. And then she went, oh, and then you can lay me.
Then you can lay some pipe.
I said, I'll give you a pasting for coming up with that suggestion. Alright, so she's on the floor, like, and then so I've kind of just set her up, yeah, just sat her up, pushed her against the wall. I went, I'll stay there a sec.
Especially for her luck
right, I said, I'm not gonna get you up.
Sticking money in your belt.
I said, I'm not gonna get you up because I don't know what to bloody do with you. So I sat her up and I said, like, you know, get your senses back, and then I walk out the door and I hear a thud. And she's clopped her head off the fucking floor. I'm like,
more excitement when she's
now I'm feeling part responsible, yeah. Now I'm feeling like I probably killed her.
Before you seduce another old one, Rocker, you need to check they ain't got a pacemaker.
So I said, oh shit. I said, Anne, do you want an ambulance? He's like, yeah. So I phoned the fucking ambulance.
He's like the British Zohan of the decorating community. He just goes down all these old girls, gets them off.
So I phoned the ambulance, and they didn't even put me through for an ambulance.
Oh, I've got scenes from the Zohan playing in my mind now with the old ladies. Be like, oh.
I mean, you can imagine it, Seven, because you're bonking them every fucking night at your little manor. Little side room with a grotty old mattress on the floor, working your way through all 2,000 flats, ticking them off your fucking status sheet. Oh, I've done 182, 61, 52. I'm going to go for number 4 next week. They've just moved. Robbing them from the fucking respirating old fucking mans.
Yeah.
If the old man's in the respirator, he's quids in. Right, so she's been making passes in that. She has, yeah.
I'll put some tunes on and then we'll be ready.
She's trying this shit on you, and I'm not having any of it. Like, I went, oh, can I
Was
have a
she
filter?
German?
I said, can I have a filter tip? And then she went, oh, tit, and grabbed her tit and started shaking it. No, she didn't do that. Alright, so she just did it for her dressing gown. And, yeah, she's fucking now grab a granny. Like, she's disgusting. And she's mental.
Swinging her fucking. What's the what they call?
She's
Swinging her camper
disgusting
bag
and
around the
mental.
bed
I'm
and shit.
definitely swinging her Mr. J's way. Put it this
Jay's
way,
probably already had her. That's why she's so filthy.
I think she's lost her
So
teeth.
now we've met.
I think she's lost her teeth. Got the bird in the sky. Isn't she? She's got teeth.
So it's a wedding off
Walk like an Egyptian.
It makes me think about it, if I'm honest.
You gotta do the move. Makes me
Maybe
feel like
Egyptians
doing the
cocaine,
Egyptian
I haven't
move.
really thought about it.
Walk like an Egyptian. Loving this plane, it's the best. Gonna go wrap up some airfield fields.
You maxed out the Christmas tree. Christmas tree 5,000. Transform from Super Saiyan, it's turned blue. Whoa, 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 that's why you reverse. Pocket pussy. I bet you've got a bunch of those in the house. I mean, honestly, up until about 45 seconds ago, I didn't know you could get a pocket pussy either. Is that just people basically going around fucking their coats? Who has a favourite porn star? No, I don't. I couldn't tell you the name of a single porn star. Well, I can now because I've just heard about one.
It's because they're all dead by the time you learn their names.
It's ironic, actually. I imagine most of the ones that bad things about are dead.
Well, like I say, I've got one lined up for whoever wants it. Mr. J. I don't know what that cunt must have seen when I was flying that plane at him and then swerved at the last second and wingtipped past the tower. What, land it? Okay, there's another plane. I'm gonna try it. Is there a landing gear?
You're one up on the bloke I'm watching on this video because he just landed his plane and he forgot to put the landing gear down. It's hit the ground, the propellers fell falling off, and now it's sliding down a hill.
I've done it. Oh shit! Did you see that? Some little, get this madman.
See, I've just jumped back on your stream, and like I was expecting to see planes.
Did you see that? Whoa! I just nearly got my fucking head chopped off. Shit, there's another fucker. Oh, come back.
Yeah,
oh shit, I'm dead. No way.
I thought that
every plane got. Don't roll back. Oh shit, I'm in a goose lounge.
Oh, I thought earlier Bab was talking about being a passenger on one of your planes.
How many fucking bullets does that cunt need? Get that motherfucker! Yeah, I love the planes.
Now let's just get forward.
No, I want to be in the back of one because I'm not a very good pilot. Fuck it.
First time I tried flying it, I fucking didn't know about landing gear and just skidded it off a road. I can land that anywhere now.
Sliding off like a canoe.
I thought it only comes down when you're over the runway.
Well, no, presumably you can probably lower it. Can't you?
Well, I've tried it before on the runway. It just bounces. You got to push the right stick, and then an orange emblem comes into the middle of the plane, and that means it's ready to land.
I don't know what happened to me.
So from the sounds of it, you crashed.
I had an epic moment. I got you up. I turned around. I got you up, turned around.
Well, a Buzz Lightyear experience. So sort of falling with style.
I ran back to my plane and some cunt crashed into it. So like what I'd done, I landed it, jumped out, got Jay, turned round, went to run to my plane, and some fucker ran their new plane straight into it, exploded. I've gone running down the runway, a plane's flying at me. I literally ducked my head in real life where the wing was so fucking close. And then all the other planes took off. That was amazing.
Like 800 to 1,000 meters away from Jay in a helicopter and
still die.
Mine's being shared.
I shared, didn't I? Is mine shared?
Oh, I always have mine on share.
Always share.
I might run for office one day and I don't want proof.
This would be, we ain't said nothing out of the way. We ain't talking about
rape. We ain't talking about raping. We're talking about everything but. We're talking about banging old ladies, COVID.
Chinese are loving it right now.
That's why I like it.
Rocker, Zohanning his way around fucking Brighton.
Grab a granny.
That's what he'll be doing next. He'll be saying, I'll put you on Google.
Disco.
Want a penny. Okay.
Right, well, of the two of us, Doc, I'm pretty sure I was the last one that had any regular pussy.
Yeah, I don't care for regular pussy. I like to keep it away for a while.
It talks back regular pum
I mean, you've kept it away for quite a while.
It starts developing a voice. it starts developing a voice.
Jay, I don't know why he can't close the door on that crazy bitch upstairs. He's a fucking lunatic. He should have fucked his a year ago.
You should get in it.
No, I don't know. But
Why don't you watch your mouth?
she can hear me. No, don't I'm playing.
She knows you're fucking bouncing the bed to her.
Yeah, she sounds fairly crazy.
Yeah. You can get petrol from bird shit.
Yeah, AIDS, mate, AIDS is definitely
because isn't it funny how you can only catch it up the bum?
Do you honestly think that something like AIDS spread because fucking hundreds of Africans were fucking monkeys?
And then fucking a white man.
Mate, Jay, you could go. At that point in time, you could have gone to Africa and actually gotten laid. Alright? Believe me, it wouldn't have been that tricky. You didn't have to fuck a monkey over there. But like, the promiscuous sex that goes on is unbelievable.
Get out of the way! Shit! Oh, we're up. We are the fucking flying squadron.
This is still on that wing. Oh no, there we go. Yeah, you just hit the ground.
What's this in the sky? Oh look, people in the sky to kill. Come on, Maverick. You can see him in the sky dropping down and hunt him down. Where are you? I can come back. I'm a fucking Maverick. No, where are you? Near me?
Get the feeling you want shit to look right.
I'm gonna stall. Yeah, well, it doesn't. It's not helicopter. You gotta fucking make way. Fuck's sake! It's aeroplane, fucker. Alright, that's as steady as I can get it. Why is it every time I shoot a building, it looks like I'm chinking armour off someone? No, it can't be. Whatever. No, I must actually be hitting people's armour sometimes then. Oh yeah, and again. And again. Oh, there's loads down here. Don't get greedy. That's one thing I've learned. Don't get fucking greedy in the aeroplane. Definitely don't go and do a flyby. This is a beautiful experience.
Hey, I mean, earlier on you were talking about how much you like to fly out. You can't handle Call of Duty warplanes. I think you might give it a miss.
It is easy to control once you get the hang of it. I'm flying it, just wisping the tree lines and everything. Ain't no... Is there advanced controls? Roll. Oh look, roll. Right stick. Here we go. Oh yeah, baby. Right, where's the loop? The loop. Oh, free lot. R1. Yeah, free. I'm like the granddad reading the. Oh, look at that! Oh, free lot. Switch seats.
When Bad Mr. J corrects his spelling or
Oh yeah, the
oh,
aim.
yeah,
Fuck. There we go. I'm gonna my mission. Yeah, I've got to be racking up some air mileage. Might be getting free holiday thing. Some fucker in a turret. I want to go for it, but I'm not that brave. Oh, landing gear down. I've landed it.
Yeah, you're a sitting duck there, Rocker.
I'm just going to have to get into the right. Wheel it up, you know what I mean?
Can you repair them?
Nah. Nah. Where are you on the runway, for fuck's sake? Alright, free look. R1. I see ya. You always get me killed. You ready for the ride of your life? You come get. I can't get ya. Oh shit, you always get me fucking killed, motherfucker. We're good. Right, we're just smart. Right there, I've got to get out of danger
the moment
first.
you got in your plane, the fucking bullet started hitting you. You sat on that runway for about a minute and a half and nothing shot at you, and then you got in your plane and there's like bullets just hit you at the same moment.
There's one up there somewhere. Oh shit. Oh no, let's get out of here.
They don't respawn then, no?
No, they did do it at the beginning. I swear they did. Oh, I got killed out.
I would have thought that they would respawn after each one gets blown up. There's like a cap of them.
I think you start with like 6 or 7 anyway, which is more than enough really to have a good buzz at the start of the game. Once the idiots crash them, that's it. Oh, it's a lovely feeling when you skid them wheels on the fucking tarmac. And then you flap your brakes out. You flap.
You have to fuel the planes.
Yeah, what's that? Decorate the Christmas tree. It says there's a tree here. Tree here. It says I'm securing the T's.
Truck running.
Definitely in that building to the left.
No, it's not.
It is.
Boy, you go get it. Go get it.
There.
Yeah, but what if it's not a handheld truck?
It's not a handheld ladder. Yes, sir.
Oh God. I can't take it to work. Oh, oh yeah.
What did he do?
Got by myself right there.
Nice. This just happened on my screen.
You see Edge in this thing?
Yeah, it's literally just happened on my screen.
Yeah.
Let's try and fucking Bob. I'm screwed now. He's down again, not up.
But don't die, get his brother's got us. We bounced back about time.
Can't get my fucking shit out.
Bye bye.
Got 23 grand.
I just decorated a Christmas tree.
It won't be fair. I think it's 2 grand each now. That
You got
box.
a pistol? I run with it.
Hey,
And it's free. I got the money.
I want a loadout. I'll just grab one.
Oh shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm under siege.
All right, we all getting planes this time?
yeah, I want to get in the back of someone else's.
Well, you're going to have to get in one then. We can't wait on you. You got to get in one, all right?
That's the kiss of death for whoever's plane he gets in. He's a fucking
Yeah,
bullet
mate. You
magnet.
ain't getting. You ain't getting
I
in my
was,
fucking
I mean,
plane.
like I say, we were watching Rockers play, and I watched him sit there without a fucking scratch. Right? Anyone looking at him, no one cared. He rolled down that runway. The literal second you got in his plane, he started has his hit markers appear, and a couple of seconds later, he's dead.
Always the way. If we do go into a civil war, we're not linking up. It'll probably be north versus south anyway. We get the west countries. kind of narrows up.
I think if you're looking at the grand scale of the UK, mate, it'd be Birmingham would still be considered the south.
No, it's not south. You're in the north. What's past that sign?
Well, I mean, everything's north relative to you living on the south coast, mate. It's like
Yeah, you're all north.
that's it. You can't. You get any more south, Rocker, you're gonna get wet feet.
I had a Bristol accent. I lived in Bristol from 7 months old, 7 years old.
7 months and 7 years.
Yeah, 7 months and 7 years.
You should be 7/8s.
Yeah, went to Bristol. I got robbed from a cradle and taken in the taken in the middle of the daytime by my mum, and she cheated on her husband and took the kids. Left a note saying I've taken them to the dentist, and then got on a train to Bristol with his kids. And then there was like 14 of us in total in the end.
I mean, that's decent.
Yeah, and then we had to come back to Brighton way because we got bricked out of our house one night.
Bricked out as in they were throwing bricks at you, or bricked out as in you came home and they bricked over your front door?
I was sitting in our front room about 7 o'clock, and bricks came flying through the windows. And then they said, if you don't move out tomorrow, we're going to come back with shooters and slaughter your whole family. Well, we got a fucking van the next day and got the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Because my brother and his mates robbed the shop, and then my brother got nicked, and they said that he grasped, so they came for us. But one of his mates, my brother's mates, got badly beaten, yeah, like baseball bats and crowbars, and then they came for us next. So we had to move straight away. Hartcliffe in Bristol, it was like there was riots and everything at the time. I don't know, no annoying. Oh, airport. Fucking yeah. Look how many little booty fucking planes there is. There's a closer one somewhere. There. There's only one plane there. There's only one plane there. I've marked it for you. Look, it's just down there. I want to go to the fucking 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, like 6 or 7 fucking planes there. There we go. Get this motherfucker. Is anyone on there? Can someone pick me up? I had to bail out. I was going to go for a lift, but I thought if I fucking sit on that wing, there ain't no coming back. No, you got whammed by a plane. That's a tough one.
I know which one I'd choose. Yep, and you made the right choice.
See if I can help you out a bit. He's just AFK. Oh. Got a couple of planes down here. Charlie's in the fucking trees. See, we can't kill on mountains. On Blueberry Hill. I took a pill on. Whoa, fuck! There you go. I went straight in line with an AA gun. Took him a couple of shots and he's gone. Yeah, boxing a dog fight. L1, pull that fucking flaps. That's it, take him upside down. Sometimes that's the best way to win a dog fight. Because it's easy to control with the down is up and up is down. I don't see no flap action. Where's... Are your flaps open? No! That's what she said.
I'm the opposite there, because I only play flight games when they're inverted.
No, it's hard work. So, you can't do it naturally.
Me too. It's weird, but that is the way. That's the intuitive way for me. If ever I've played a flight game where they've got up for up and down for down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's completely natural to me to do it the way it's supposed to be done, so I can't unlearn that. That's just sort of ingrained into me, so I'm perpetually flying into the floor and shit in games that you don't let you change. Yeah.
It's just because you can get into the feel of the groove on it when you can like pull up and pull down, it's going up because That's how all the old school games are fucking made to play anyway.
That's how it should be. I don't know. Because that's how it is in real life. You know, in a plane, you pull back on the...
Me.
I was in the gulag all right.
That house is dead. Who sell the Jeep?
Yeah, I did earlier.
And he's everywhere, and this stuff. I'm like, what fucking game are you?
Where is he?
3 matches before you got 2.
We heard him earlier, but couldn't see the fucker. I decorated a tree, and the longer you stay there, the more boxes you get to open. And you can open a total of 9. No, yeah, 9. And then they get better as the longer you stay there.
I got like $35,000 out of it last night.
It's quite shit for games.
I get a fucking UAV.
Who wants to come back first?
Just do the first one that you see, that's fair. I'm gonna nick this Jeep.
I got a bunch of money. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I only got 1,000 bucks. I got like 2,000. Pay me about 39.
There's another one in there.
I only came here to be part of the flying squad. I have my mission ahead of me. Has it disappeared? Aeroplane. Are you up for me landing a plane near you guys and everyone jumping on? Are you boys alright with me landing next to you and then you got all of you jumping on? You're all gonna jump on the same plane if it works.
I think your stream's frozen, Doc.
Yeah, I got froze. I was getting ready to hit the UAV. Put off the band. Yeah, and then right back.
There's somewhere to land. Oh, fuck. No. We'll have to do another flyby. Flyby with the high guys. Okay. Just gonna have to chance it. No. What, in the plane? Let's go. Oh, there's an airfield just down there. Makes it easier. Do you reckon I can get this road? No. Pull up. You boys going to that airfield, yeah? Nice. It's the way. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a Mediterranean flying. What? It bounced. Oh shit. Look, some cunt's trying to mug me off.
Yeah, get rid of
Run him over. Bail out.
get the car.
No, I blew it up. Oh, let me get the car out of the way. Right, there's another plane. Getting it. Oh, it's miles away. Shit. Did anyone keep that car? Need a lift. Stand up, brah. I want that big one in the fucking hangar. When you're getting shot at, you just got to thin yourself out a bit. Flip that wing.
I used to like that about that game.
That was a bloody good game.
No, but I mean most games really fucking body probably. If you fuck up on Firewall, it was like. I didn't buy that. I know what you mean. We're talking about Calvo. Yeah, I didn't buy that. I thought that looked loaded as fuck. Well, that's because the devs did a smart thing, not a load of fucking people promote it for them. You know, or they don't even promote it. What they do is they just give them a couple of freebie keys. You know, buy them dinner a couple of times, invite them to a couple of fucking events, and they get so excited about it that they fucking gush over it for weeks. I mean, a lot of them do that. I bet there's like, you know, without parole, the gamer tags, shit like that. And that's what they did it. A massive audience of people got fucking salivating for it. I was watching all the fucking read-up shit. I thought it looked crap. The office I kept comparing it to Firewall, like the levels of Firewall, like the places feel like genuine locations, you know what I mean, which is interesting. Whereas the levels on fucking Albo looks like game levels, and that's particularly apparent. Oh, you
That never was.
And when you put the number of hours into it, you fucking rock it, like you've seen every map really. Yeah. Yeah. And they were smart. They were smartly laid out. You know what I mean? They were considered maps. They weren't over the top of like, you know. They were just they were. Yeah, I've got nothing. Well, the thing is, when you get a bit deeper into the game, whatever, like, you're not stuck with a character because they've got a trait that you like. You can always buy that trait and slack it on another character.
At the end, yeah, sick.
There were a lot of aspects, and I particularly liked the social aspects of that game. Like that was really, really good. Firewall is a game I would still happily fire up with you boys now. I wouldn't hesitate to plug my PlayStation VR back in for that. That game is pretty much exclusively the only reason I've still got the PSVR essentially hooked up. It's not hooked up. I've still got the what's it box.
They're saying PSVR 2
wired up.
It's gonna be like having two fucking 4K OLED screens on your face.
Quite possibly. I mean, the Quest is already 4K. I'll tell you what, like, the trick they're missing though, I'm pretty sure they confirmed that the PSVR 2 is still going to be a wired headset. And honestly, wireless is the way. I'm pretty sure they said it was. They ummed and ahed for a bit, and
they got time.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair,
that would be an embarrassment on the whole VR community.
Being wireless is, I can't. The problem with wireless is that it means that you have to charge it up. So I mean, that's the thing with the Quest is that if I'm.
It's good to have the choice though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, mate, comparing the technology underpinning a fucking aim controller to the technology underpinning a fucking VR headset is a little bit different, but well, I imagine it's because first of all, it will naturally add latency because there's no wire, which means that there's an element of processing going on both the headset and the computer, and it's having to essentially stream an image to the screen. So there's going to be a latency issue. It's going to put more pressure on the CPU and GPU. If I were to wire my my Quest into the PC and play it, it would actually boost my performance slightly over doing it wirelessly. But I get perfect performance wirelessly, so I'm quite happy to do it that way. But the downside, as I say, every kind of 2.5 hours of gameplay, I have to charge the Quest back up. And that's an issue that you have with the PlayStation as well. If they were going to do it wirelessly, there's nothing actually physically powering it, which means it would be battery operated.
They might get on Tesla and get some good car batteries.
That's exactly how the fucking Quest works, mate. I mean, it's like I haven't got to put batteries in it. It's got a built-in. It's no different to plugging your mobile phone in. It will charge up in about an hour and a half, and Bob's your father's brother. No, you can't get like battery docks. I get, but it also weighs. How much would you want a Dyson Hoover on your face?
No, but with the battery pack, they can manipulate the size of it.
For whatever reason, the last thing I read about it, PlayStation has confirmed that it was going to be a wired headset.
Well, the point is that like a few years ago they invented a battery, and the battery basically worked off living organisms inside generating that power. And the batteries could last a long fucking time by these little organisms living inside creating electricity. But they were saying that it was a bit cruel because they're living organisms inside like a encasing thing. But the technology has been there for a while to actually have living organisms creating the power that you need to run the battery.
Mate, if you were to take morality or what we perceive to be morality out of the equation, science is already at a point where you could basically stop human beings from actually dying. I mean, aging at all.
They've got it in
a
some
gene in our body
cuttlefish.
that basically cells naturally kind of repair themselves. All cells do, and when you're very very young, they repair quite well. But as you get older, that kind of repair cycle slows down.
Yeah, find what that is.
They've mapped that down to one gene, and they can already switch that off. They don't because we're already massively overcrowded as it is. You know, the last
It's
thing you need
coming.
is
We just got to survive the vaccine rollout, and then we'll make it to the promised land.
But you know, if we got over our high horse about things like stem cell research and fucking, you know, all of that kind of shit, you'd be quite surprised what we can actually achieve already in terms of like.
I can guarantee, if you had a cut of $1 in the bank, you would already know what the fuck we can do.
Yeah,
they don't look at the working people that work to pay their bills. They don't look at them as like a necessity to society. 300 million people was born in a month. Or like a couple of months. Like a couple of months, 300 million people had been born. You know, if you don't think there's something more than just a healthy vaccine, then there's something crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean,
nah.
We're overdue for a fucking
Easter Island.
We're actually overdue.
We've been overdue an ice age for like 3 years.
Well, that's it, exactly. Yeah, climate shift.
I know all these people are moaning about warming. What if the Earth flipped on its axis and then we'd also turn into an ice age? That happens. Happens every few 100,000 years or something. The Earth tips a little bit.
We're overdue.
Poles.
Yeah, I mean, we are overdue for one.
Well, the poles flipped like a million years ago. The north and south pole flipped Because it was just a ball of ice floating around space for like since forever. And then we melted and then created the mountains and the hills and the valleys from ice, cutting through it, carving it all, warming it up, heating it up, turning it into a desert, and then some other cunt's gonna see if there's life on Earth. How the fuck do my game froze? How the fuck do we not?
You just did. Bit late for that one, mate.
No, you can't man if it's free. Personal choice.
Well, yeah, but that is optional. Again, optional.
Optional.
Jay, quit trying to bitch about it. I don't like this anymore.
Is it taking us out?
I've just blown up a plane with my plane.
Right, click.